In chart reading, support and a resistance line is a psychological line of a stock price. The line indicates the price of buyer and seller dominance that changing hand in the market. Support and a resistance line is a basic and really important technical knowledge for you to have a good chart reading skill. Everyone needs to know that determining support and resistance line is very crucial component in your success equation in making money in the market. Before we go further to chart drawing, you have to know the definition of each support and resistance. A support line is where the share price is resist to move below a certain price level. The demand of the stock usually high when it hit the support, while for resistance line, it is where the price is resist to move above a certain price level. The demand of the stock usually low that lead to oversupply that subsequently leads to a price decline, either temporarily or can be even drop lower after it hit resistance line. The movement of a stock price is random and it's resulted in various movements that create patterns. One of the movements shown in the diagram. This movement is not either in an uptrend nor downtrend. It has no direction, and as you can see, it fluctuates in between the same trading range. This is what we call as a sideways movement. In this chart figure, you can see that two bounces occur at the bottom and two bounces occur at the top. After connecting these two bounces, it creates two lines. The one that at the bottom is called support, and the one that at the resistance is called the resistance line. When the stock price fluctuates in a trading range, you can take advantage of the sideways movement to get buy opportunity at the third bounce on the support in hoping that it will be an uptrend in the next move. Support and resistance line is very important in affecting the price movement of a company or any financial equities. Price might fluctuate around any strong support or resistance line before continue to move up or down from previous movement. Initially, a stock price may fluctuate on a certain trading range. After some moment, it began to break out its current resistance and retrace to a price which is its previous resistance. But now the line is no longer its resistance but its support. Thus the process repeated again. It fluctuates in its new trading range of its new resistance and support line. Then again after some moment it starts to break out again to reach a new high and making a new resistance line. After a while fluctuate, it hits its support and began to move lower than its support, thus now become its new resistance line. This is basic movement of any financial equities. From this knowledge, we learn that support and resistance line is important for us to determine the psychological and probability of aggressive buyer and seller changing hands. Now you start to learn on how to make a right support and resistance line in the market. Before we go into real chart, these are some rules on making support and resistance line. When you streaming a chart, start from the bounce furthest to the right and draw a line joining up to the bounces on the left. Normally we can start from any side. In this example, we use from the farthest right because it's most recently priced. The second one, draw a line that touches as many bounces as possible. And the strongest lines are the horizontal lines and have the most bounces, which is the more the better. We take an example, the chart of Microsoft Corporation. This is an example of the price movement of an equity in a real chart. It is random, and without technical analysis, it is impossible to recognize the market movement of where it's headed. So now how to draw its support and resistance line. To draw a support or resistance line, we seek the point that has the most probability of bounces. In this case, we could see several bounces on the support and resistance. We can see that through this chart, there is a line that we can make in order to form its support and resistance. The line can be drawn by connecting all the point and consequences bounces. So we got this line for its resistance. The similar process we make in order to draw its support, connecting all by using a line of all its bounces at its support. Thus, by doing this, we can get its support lines. Now we can see with clear that the trend is an uptrend together with its support and resistance. Now the same process goes with this chart of Vonaldo Realty Trust. To form its resistance, connect all the bounces on the peak by drawing a line. The process same goes to draw its support lines. We connect all its bounces at its low to form its support. Thus we get its support line. The price at the support usually a low price that we can buy at a cheap price to maximize our profit in the market. And at the resistance, we might see that it is the probability of selling opportunity when the market reverse downtrend. And for last example of Apple Incorporation chart, through our observation, we might noticing that there is few bounces that connecting the support and resistance line. By using line drawing on any chart drawing services, we can connect the bounces to form its support and resistance line. At the recently price action, we can see that price break out from previous resistance, and consequently its previous resistance now become its new support, as we explained in the previous learning. This movement is what we call a sideways up.